Welcome back. A major breakfast chain now temporarily charging customers extra for eggs due to rising prices at a nationwide shortage caused by bird flu.
Local businesses are also impacted, and they tell Queen City News that they hope they won't also have to start charging customers even more. Our
chief business correspondent Taylor Young joining us this morning. Taylor, businesses having to make tough decisions. No Waffle House.
I know, really tough decisions. And the reality is they really have two options here. Either you're going to charge customers more, kind of pass that price or that cost onto them, or you're going to eat that cost. So we know that earlier this week, Waffle House announced that it is going to be charging 50 cents more per egg, and it's citing a massive uptick in egg prices. And unfortunately, in coming weeks, more restaurants are expected to have to make similar decisions. Now, this all stems from the fact that the price for dozens of eggs have jumped 50% within the last year and has accelerated drastically since November. The main reason for the spike is a highly infectious bird flu that's absolutely devastated the chicken population and reduced egg supply. So over the last couple of years, really since 2022, we've been dealing with this. The flu forced farmers to kill entire flocks to prevent the spread of the disease. According to reports by the AP, more than 145 million chickens and other birds have been killed since the outbreak began. And unfortunately, we could be at what appears to be the very beginning of these egg prices increasing. You know, industry experts anticipate that we could be seeing an additional 20% increase by the end of the year. Not only is this impacting people at the grocery store, but of course those smaller businesses as well.
Well, you mentioned Waffle House. What are other local business owners? What are they telling you?
Yeah, so I spoke with several local business owners, from diners to bagel shops to family restaurants, and I mean, they're frustrated over this. They're shocked with how much egg prices have increased. And one of the restaurants that I spoke with was Poppy's Bagel in South End. And just to put it into perspective, at one point he was spending around $30 for a case of eggs. I mean, that's multiple dozens of eggs in that one case. From $30 pre-pandemic to over $200.
Oh. Wow.
And this is really across the board. This isn't just that one restaurant. I mean, all of them have cited, you know, going from $30, maybe $40 to $200, sometimes up to $250. So that's a lot of costs that this business is now eating.
Well, right, and the whole point of a business is to make money. Yeah. And even though, you know, people don't want to raise their prices, do these businesses think that, hey, we're going to have to start increasing that in order to survive?
Well, I will say that not a single business owner that I spoke with says they want to raise prices, and right now they are really holding off on that. They're hoping to be, you know, they're being optimistic that maybe this could be contained and that these prices are going to come down. Unfortunately, it does not look like that. But Poppy's Bagel, the owner, told me, you know, he already had to raise prices during the pandemic. This was when, or shortly after the pandemic, this was when, you know, there was a worker shortage, so they had to increase pay for workers. There was also inflation. So he hasn't had to increase prices since then and really doesn't want to. But at the end of the day, if these egg prices continue to increase as dramatically as they are, some of these business owners are going to have to make that tough decision. And again, this isn't just impacting, you know, local restaurants. Also at the grocery store in December, the average cost of a dozen eggs was $4.15. That has increased really since December, and again, that 20% more by the end of the year.
Yeah, and that depends on what kind of eggs you get too.
Absolutely.
So if you get the more organic eggs, then that just, I mean, I've seen something for like
and eggs are important for
13.
breakfast.
Yes, they are, for $13 for a dozen. That's a lot.
I'm just going to stick with the old cheap ones. All right, thank you, appreciate it, Taylor.